Hi everybody, it's me, Melly Test again, Heartful Pet Portrait Artist. And I just wanted to do a little bit of a video to encourage you to follow your heart, which I know sounds cliche, but it makes a difference. And start where you are. I started doing Heartful Pet Portraits about a year ago. I started doing them for coworkers when I was working at Pet 360 outside of Philadelphia. Pet 360 also is involved with PetMD.com, PetFoodDirect.com, and BlogPause, the social media for pets resource. And Pet 360 was a wonderful place to work. The only reason that I left was because I had left Colorado to take this fabulous job opportunity, and then I ended up missing the mountains of Colorado way too much. So unfortunately, after just a year with Pet 360, I made my way back to the mountains, and fortunately, I'm now where I really, really want to be. My heart is really in the mountains, and I followed my heart back here. So in terms of creating art and starting where you are, you can never start too small. So I started doing pet portraits for fun. I was challenging myself to be an artist again because for years, probably close to 20 years, I told myself that I wasn't an artist, despite being artistic as a child, despite, always sketching, always drawing, always creating something beautiful. When I was in high school, I started comparing myself to other kids around me, and I didn't feel like I had potential or that the kind of work that I did was valuable. So I shelved it. And, near 20 years later, I realized that something was missing and questioned what was missing and realized it was art. So I started experimenting, started giving out pet portraits as gifts, was getting great feedback, so I continued. And what I did was start where I was, start with what I had. I had some journals filled with handmade paper that was suitable to watercolor. I had a bunch of watercolors that I'd been storing for a few years, and I had Sharpies, permanent ink. So I just started by using the supplies that I had on hand. And I continued to do that, continued to gift the portraits, started getting inquiries as to how people could get one of their own, started selling a couple here and there, and it's gradually grown. Now, a year later, I'm by no means supporting myself fully just by doing my artwork, but I am able to make progress. So I've been able to purchase some high quality watercolor paper, which is handmade over in India. I feel like it really adds another dimension and a higher level of quality to my artwork, and so I've been really having a lot of fun playing around with my new supplies. I've been able to order a few art boards, wooden art boards on which to mount artwork for an extra fee. So that's something else that I'm progressing into. And I also used, again, something that I had on hand, shrink plastic, so shrink-eat ink material. And I began playing around with portraits on shrink-eat ink material and got great feedback in terms of, the way people were pleased with the charms that I'd created with custom pet portraits. So don't doubt yourself. There's a place for every kind of art. I'm learning that it's okay and it's actually preferable to not have your art look like everybody else's. My art has a very distinctive style and not everybody sees it the way I do. Not everybody likes it, but there are a lot of people who do and who see the something special that I put into it, which again, as cliche as it may sound, is my heart. So, use whatever you have on hand, experiment, play, and as long as it's something that you're really passionate about and that you're not just trying to, artificially manufacture some kind of product that you can sell, but if it's something you're really passionate about, I firmly believe that that'll come through in your work and that, you'll be in high demand as soon as the word gets out there. I'm still working on my reach. I'm still trying to get the word out there, but I also feel like it will happen when it's time to happen. It's something that I can't force to happen because, again, that would be artificial. So just putting yourself into your work, putting yourself into your art, and taking steps you feel compelled to take. Have fun.